Okay, quick disclaimer before we get started. The Blocmates podcast is for entertainment and informational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. The information and opinions expressed on the podcast are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Blocmates or its affiliates. Listeners are encouraged to do their own research and consult with a financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Blocmates and its affiliates are not liable for any losses or damages incurred as a result of the reliance on the information or opinions expressed on this podcast.
Why are we starting the episode laughing? You may ask.
We're using new software. We don't have a fucking clue what we're doing.
Yeah. It's not how we planned to start it, but at least it keeps you on your toes. Am I right? So we do have Henry sitting in the background as the producer. We have no idea whether this is going to work. So if you are listening to this on Spotify or YouTube, congrats to us because we did it. Didn't we?
Oh, we did.
But it's the last one. It's the last one. Grant's head is halfway out the door. So is mine. But we still have about 100 things to clear off the desk. But yeah, we keep
only for
moving,
a week though. Maybe for like 10 days. Not forever, unless like touch wood something bad happens.
Not forever, but I bought travel insurance last night as well, so I've got that comfort blanket.
I need to check mine.
Not forever. So all LARP questions and everything and the DMs and mentions and all that kind of thing will be on pause until Mike's back to answer them, basically.
Yeah, I can't believe we haven't even released the last word and there's been 250 people who've managed to figure it out.
Yeah. I don't know whether that speaks to our lack of creativity or the sort of ingenuity and intelligence of our community, to be honest.
Probably both, to be honest.
Yeah, probably both. But I'm not complaining. I'm just happy that people have stayed on track of it because at one point I thought we'd made it way too difficult for everyone. But we haven't. And yeah, we've dropped a few sly little hints across Twitter and stuff. It's just because I think me and Grant are both excited to get these out, even though Mike will probably be shouting at us next week when... We'll be shouting at you on Saturday, but
yeah,
he won't be.
He said whilst he's away, like we'll just be able to get away with loads of shit because he's usually like the dad off The Wolf of Wall Street, you know, where they're all like just spending shit on like lavish expenses, and the dad comes in and like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. He's
just
great.
Entertainment.
But yeah. So let's get into it. So prices and flows. We have Bitcoin up 0.8% at 29,443 at the time of speaking, as always. ETH is a 1876, again up 1.3%. Total market cap is again up ever so slightly from the last episode at 1.23 trill. Some of the Binance inflows, 22 mil on the daily, 233 mil on the weekly and 3.12 billion on the monthly, and the fear and greed index is pretty flat at 51. So straight in the biggest winners, and
Alex thought I was taking the piss when I written this down in the notes.
But we're not taking the piss because it's genuinely, this is probably 70% of what I love the most about this space, to be honest, because Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, Enu is up 42.3%. The ticker is Bitcoin, which is arguably the best thing about it for me. I don't know whether we talked about this on GMD or we were talking about it on a call, just having a good laugh about it. But yeah. What do you think, Grant? Well, it's entertaining.
I think it's... We were talking about the merch that they've got, which is hilarious. I'd have to check it out, but I think it's spanned from like someone taking a photo of just like this random piece of... like this random picture of a bag when they were traveling somewhere in Asia, and it was like...
Right.
Like Sonic, like Bitcoin, like... Obama on this like weird like backpack, and then it's like escalated from there and like launch. But I don't have any. I'm kind of gutted because I kind of want to be part of the crew, and that I suppose that is like one of the main driving forces of it. Like it's just like looks like everyone's having like such a great time about it. The memes are incredible. Like they're like by far. You look at them, just don't have a clue what's going on. But that's why I think it's so funny. Like, I honestly think this is the best meme that's ever been in crypto. Like the best meme coin. Like dogs and emus and shit like that. Yeah, pretty boring. Nothing about them, and it's a very, very good litmus test for if someone's ingrained in the space or not. Like if you were to send that to someone and they're just like, "What the fuck is this?" Then it's like, yeah. Do you want to rattle off some of the derivatives that have came off the back of it, like the beta players?
Yeah. Well, these are my favourite episodes when we just get to talk meme shit, which is why I'm going to get Boyle back on, because what I would give to have his opinion on this.
Oh, God, we've got to do it.
And you know what, we will get his opinion on it. That's just prompted me to text him again. But yeah, so we've also got Wario XRP Dumbledore Yu-Gi-Oh! 69 Enu and Voldemort. I didn't say this. And Voldemort Trump Robotnik 10 Nico. And ticker for that is Ethereum. Yeah, man. It's memes like these that I'd love to give to. So people who are new to the space, just give them this. I might actually wipe out Ellie's onboarding doc and just send it.
Get your head around this.
Get your head around this. No, but yeah. Wait, so
that Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Enu got listed on MEXC last week. What was hilarious, they made an announcement post about it and they just changed the ticker to Harry. Imagine just like people logging on and being seeing a ticker with Bitcoin, like just throwing everyone off. Obviously Bitcoin ticker's BTC, and like just the name would be like alone would be like, yeah, I'm leaving this exchange.
It's what is it about stuff like this though that everyone seems to have that same sense of humor, which is maybe why, because it's still such a counterculture, smaller area of the world. But it's like when shit like this pops off, like I'm so jealous of their group Discord chat or Telegram chat or WhatsApp or whatever they're in. The fucking laughs they must be having with this thing, and like intentionally making the ticker Bitcoin is.
Just genius, isn't it? I can't believe it hasn't been done before.
I know. We'll throw some clips
to get Henry to throw the merch on.
Yeah.
Get Henry to put the merch up on the screen. There's like, I'm definitely going to get the t-shirt.
I want one as well. Should we wear it to Token 2049? That could be our team uniform. But anyway. Let's be a bit more serious. Sorry, I'm baffled by this. Other good movers. Do you want to rattle through them, or do you want me to?
Yeah. So, Synthetics, Maker, Solana, Compound, they're all doing their thing. Compound was like the first mover, I think, when I was just checking the other day. But they've all got like a little bit something going in their favour, I think. So even when stuff looks a little bit flat, they seem to be catching a bit of a bid, which is interesting because you don't necessarily see that. And the idea of all assets moving together as opposed to Bitcoin moving, then Ethereum moving, then alts moving, it's a bit of a strange kind of liquidity flow at the minute. But Synthetics, I think they announced last week at EFCC, they've got this new Perps platform that they're going to release with their own integrated like account abstraction wallet. That just removes any of the complexities away, or any of like, it's not even the complexities, just like the pain in the ass and the terrible UI and UX that we have to experience when we're using like some MetaMask and shit like that. So I think Kane and the team have been focusing heavily on how do we get like a real good amount of users on the platform, and it's definitely not through MetaMask. How do we make the user journey and experience as easy and as usable as possible? And even their other product, Quenta, and a Perps platform, that's absolutely killing it, and the fees are like absolutely rolling in. So bit of a DeFi 1.0 G SNX, and they were kind of some of the originators of how staking can be used for value accrual and things like that. So it's it's nice to just see like a project like that sticking around and just churning out product after product and just being a little bit ahead of the curve, because I think this year and into 2024, everything's going to be UI, UX, account abstraction, taking like the user journey into like a total new level. So like I'm all for that because I think we've said it multiple times on here. It just needs to be brought up to speed. Solana, it's just doing its thing. Like I keep trying to finish this report, and then I just keep finding new shit that's really interesting and just haven't put it in. And it's starting to. I think it's about 20 pages now, and it's probably about 2/3 done. I just can't finish it because there's that much shit going on. And it's one of those, like, when people gloss over it, it's like, oh, Ethereum competitor always goes down, Samcoin. You don't have a clue if you're not looking at this thing, like, really, really in detail. So I'll try and wrap it all up in that report, and hopefully it breaks it down for everyone and just puts it in plain English. And Maker, bit of a DeFi 1.0 Dino coin again. But you just have to look at what their treasury revenue is doing. It's absolutely insane. I think it's in like it's 9 figures at the minute, like over 100 million, like they've done like over last year, if I'm not mistaken. And then they've got this end game thing that's coming out, which I don't really understand. I don't think anyone else does apart from the founders, which would be quite interesting to watch unfold. But that's all I've kind of kept my eye on over the past couple of days.
Yeah. And other than that, we had the headline of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. says he bought 14 Bitcoin for his kids. So,
is he going to back the full US financial system with those 14 Bitcoin? He said that the other week, didn't he? He wants to back the US dollar with Bitcoin.
Well, I mean, at least his intentions are. At least his intentions are positive, I suppose. But yeah. You can even link this one if you're interested in reading it.
Yeah, it's it's definitely a let's capture a subculture movement kind of play. But obviously I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But he also has some pretty ridiculous outspoken stuff that he's also said. But I don't really want to get into too much political stuff. I just thought that was hilarious that he said that.
No, yeah.
He's probably in Muscle Beach somewhere doing like 45 fucking press ups and getting his photograph taken.
Yeah, buying Bitcoin.
I don't know. He's going to turn Anthony Pompliano after this cycle.
Yeah, we'll link this one on one screen as well because it's a laugh. And I actually think that we'll probably end it there today.
Yeah.
Wasn't that fun?
All right. Really, really fun. We won't be here next week. We won't. I can't even imagine what we'll be doing, but I'll try and post some. Yeah, I'll try and post some pictures of what they all dress me up in on my personal Twitter, not the Blockmates one. Just Grant Blockmates if you want to have a laugh. But I will probably be absolutely smashed and won't be able to see my phone. So
yeah, so bear with us. We will be back. I think we will. No, I'm obviously only joking. But yeah, keep an eye out. We'll keep everyone updated with the LARP stuff as well. And I know people have missed stuff, so we will have a think about like how we communicate milestones, what we've done so far, so everyone's aware of like what's gone out and what hasn't gone out. Because I know a lot of people are stressing that they've missed stuff, which we appreciate because obviously the demand's high. So yeah, subscribe to the newsletter, and I will see you on the other side.
See ya. Bye.